Hello, Holland. I'm Saida Desilets, the author of The Emergence of the Sensual Woman and founder of the Succulence Revolution. And I'm delighted to be returning to Amsterdam to be sharing my Live Your Bliss weekend. In this short video, I want to look at what happens to us when we consider doing something for ourselves, especially when it comes to our pleasure. But first, I have a few questions. When it comes to taking care of yourself, are you the last thing on your to-do list? Is your current relationship with intimacy and sexuality something haphazard, habitual, or something you don't have time for? Perhaps it's easy for you to account for socializing with friends and special holidays, yet when it comes to self-care, it's just not in your budget. If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then you're in the right place. After teaching thousands of women around the world for well over a decade, I've come across some common beliefs that have become quite apparent. 1, we're too busy for our own pleasure. 2, when it comes to intimate issues, they're better left undiscussed. And 3, it's just too much work to change the way things are, even if the way they are is unbearable. So let's explore some concerns. Concern number 1, I'm too busy, I don't have time. Now, first of all, you know that that's not true. We prioritize things and we get them done. So here's the real question. Where are you on your list of priorities? Are you right at that bottom place? Then it would mean that you are too busy to take care of yourself. So have a look and maybe consider moving yourself up the list of priorities. Concern number 2. This stuff is for other women. I don't feel comfortable getting naked and sexy with people around. This is a very common one, and I need to assure you there's no nudity at all for the weekend. Secondly, I create a safe atmosphere that is based on invitation. This means that you don't have to do anything. In fact, I encourage you to connect with your own guidance and take the time to really listen to it and follow it. Concern number 3. I'm too old, young, this, that, to do that. So I want to tell you a few stories because these are very important. So we're going to start with the first one being about a woman in her 70s, mid-70s. She obviously hadn't been sensual and sexual for a very long time. Her whole body felt quite shut down and brittle. And she went through the weekend, and several months later I had the opportunity to see her. And she said, you know, Saida, my breasts have increased a cup size. I'm juicier than I ever remember myself being. And I'm really becoming interested in finding a boyfriend. And if she can do it, I think we all can do it. So I was really excited to hear that from her. And she's not the first of women in her age group to have this revolutionary change by considering to take care of herself. The second story is about a young woman that had an eating disorder, and no matter what she did, she just couldn't fill that empty hole. And when she came to the weekend, she said that even partway through the weekend, when she finally dropped into herself for the first time in as long as she could remember, she felt that obsession just go away. And a few months later, she wrote me and she said, Saida, thank you so much. Not only did it go away in the weekend, it's stayed away. It's been permanent. I love being in my body. I feel so healthy and so vibrant. So these stories are just samples of some amazing transformations that happen when we take the time to really be with ourselves and get to know ourselves. So say yes to pleasure, yes to having a gourmet relationship with yourself, yes to truly living as a fully expressed woman in the world. Say yes and join me on my weekend, September 13th to 15th in Amsterdam. You can get more details on the event at succulentevents.com. I look forward to seeing you there.